keep asking.
Yeah.
What is Sheikh? What is Murshid? What is Murid? What is Khalifa? What is Wakil? What is Murid? And what is Murad? They keep asking these questions.
They keep asking. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Okay. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created man to represent him. He created Holy Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. In reality, to represent him. And anyone who wants to fulfill their destiny to be representing Allah has to follow the way of the Prophet in order to represent him. It doesn't matter now if that one is a man or a prophet or a wali. They have to follow the way of the Prophet. They have to accept the Prophet ﷺ, and they have to give bayat to him. Which all 124,000 prophets, they say the shahadat and they believe in the Prophet ﷺ. And Allah also gives them warning. If my beloved one comes at your time, your prophethood, to know that it is finished, and your shariat, it is finished, and you are going to follow the way of my beloved. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told that from Adam alayhi salam to Nuh alayhi salam to Ibrahim alayhi salam to Ishaq, Ismail, Sulaiman, Musa, Isa alayhi salam. All 124,000 prophets, which is why all these prophets, they spoke to their nation also about the coming of the Nabi of the Akhir Zaman, the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Now, Prophet ﷺ came 1400 years ago. And he left physically. We are Ahl Sunnah. Ahl Sunnah Aqidah, we believe he is Hazir and Nazir. Ashara Mubashara. He is Hazir and Nazir, meaning he is always present. And he is always warning and guiding us. He is Ashara Mubashara. Ashara Mubashara. Bashir and Nazir. Ashara Mubashara is the 10 promised the gardens of paradise. And he is always giving us the good news, Prophet ﷺ, and he is warning us and guiding us. What is a Shaykh? Before we get into what is a Shaykh, what is a Wali? Step by step, I'm going to go. Okay? So Allah created man to represent him. And Allah says, to represent me, you must follow the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Prophet ﷺ was accepted, and all prophets submitted to him. He came physically, and he left. Those ones who were his Sahabi Kiram, every single one of them, they were a wali. And every single one of them, they represent one maqam of a prophet. They are not prophets. What Allah has given, Allah never takes back. Allah is Karim. He never takes back what He has given. He has given this world prophets. The maqam of the prophet stays. And those who are occupying the maqam, they are not prophets, but they occupy the maqams of those prophets. So the Sahabi Kiram, they were all walis, and they occupy a maqam of a prophet. After they passed, there is always in this world 124,000 men and women that they are holding on to the maqam of a prophet. And these are the ones that we call awliya Allah, the wali Allah. Wali Allah, they have so many different levels, so many categories. We don't want to talk about that. There's just too much information, and it doesn't do us any good because we are not in that category anyway. So we know there's one representing Holy Prophet ﷺ, and that is the Sultan of the Saints. Okay? Then, under him, there may be 3, 5, 7. It goes on and on. 313, 7,007, 124,000. So, these are all the different categories. Just very short, simple, I'm going to say. Every single one of them, they are Wali Allah, Awliya Allah, meaning they are friends of Allah. These are the ones that Allah has chosen. It's not people choosing. And they have submitted themselves, they have sacrificed themselves in the way of the Prophet ﷺ. And Prophet ﷺ has accepted them to be his representatives. So these are the inheritors of the Prophet. The Prophet ﷺ is saying, the sheikhs of my nation, they are like prophets to their communities. How the prophets they are to their nations, my sheikhs, the sheikhs belonging to my nation, they are like that to their own communities. They are not prophets, but they have that maqams. So, Wali Allah, Awliya Allah, there are open ones and there are hidden ones. Hidden ones, maybe the public, they don't know that that is a Wali Allah, Awliya Allah. Shaykh Effendi is saying that's why it is important for us to be in a Jamaat, because you don't know, maybe there is a hidden saint there that is beloved to Allah, that when he says Ameen, Allah is going to grant it to him. And then there are some, they are beloved to Allah, they are hidden from the public, they are also hidden from themselves. They themselves, they don't know that they are awliya Allah. There are like that. But once you start claiming that you're a hidden saint, that means you are completely shaitanic. Because the whole idea is that you are hidden. You're hidden from yourself. And the saint who declares himself a saint, even the Buddhists, they believe, they say, you know what the Buddhists they're saying? If you meet a Buddha on the way, kill him. They're saying that. So no saint will ever declare that he is a saint. He's going to say, I'm a servant of Allah. I'm a weak servant of Allah. And they fear from Allah. Don't you see? The mountains, they fear from Allah. Allah is saying, we offer the Quran to the mountains, and the mountains, they refuse. They fear from Allah. But to the ignorant and arrogant man, they say, yeah, let's take it. I can do it. Those mountains, those are the kutubs, those are the pins, those are the awliya Allah. So, there are, out of these thousands of saints, some that are chosen to become a sheikh, become a leader, okay, to lead their community. Now, they may lead in different ways. Some may lead just to gather them. Some may lead just to make a zikr. Some may lead just to make a community. Some may lead just to make qasidas. Some may lead just to eat and to drink. But a real sheikh is a murshid, meaning that he is guiding people. And he has the skills and the intelligence that the Holy Prophet ﷺ has given to him. And he has the knowledge that the Prophet is giving to him. That one is a murshid. Now that murshid is going to guide you. That murshid has to be a sheikh. And that murshid will guide the murids, those ones who are following him, who has given bayat to him, who has agreed that I submit myself to you, dunya and akhirat, to guide me in this world and in the next world. And that one is called a murid. And that one understands that even before he understood what a shaykh is, before he met a shaykh, his shaykh has always been there. And his shaykh has always been taking care of him and guiding him ever since he was in his mother's womb. And in reality, even before that, in the day of promises, his shaykh was there guiding him to give the correct answer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, that is a murshid. There are different kinds, of course, and different tariqats. They have different ways. We are just going to concentrate speaking about the Naqshbandi tariqat and following this jamaat. So our Shaykh, Sahibul Saif, Shaykh Abdul Karim Kibrisi, are Rabbani. Yes, he is Rabbani. So, when a man understands and he's answering to Allah's invitation, because it's Allah that is inviting us back to himself. When Allah said on the day of promises, Alastu bi rabbikum, am I not your Lord? And we answer, Qalu bala, yes, you are. When we say, Ihdina siratal mustaqim. And that reply to Allah, we understand that that jawab, that reply, it must be continuous. It's not only one time in the day of promises, or that day that we took the shahadat, or only when we're praying that we are recognizing Allah and asking help from Him. But the man will understand one day that Allah is never away from us, and Allah is always looking at us and saying, am I not your Lord? That is what is called taqwa. When you know that Allah is always asking you and looking at you, and you are being active to answer, to reply to this question. Qalu bala, yes you are. Ya Rabbi, you are. You are. You are my Lord. Not me, not my ego, not my wife, not my husband, not my children, not my work, not my car, nothing. You are my Lord. So once a person is replying to that, then he understands that now is the time that he needs the Prophet more. Because it is the Prophet that is showing us the way to Allah. Allah did not show us the way to Himself directly. Never. Never. Allah always shows the way back to Him through His prophets. And we have been blessed to belong to that nation of the Prophet of prophets. So, once we understand, we have to go back now to the Prophet ﷺ. But because Prophet ﷺ is not here physically, and he says, now I have left inheritors for you to teach you the spirituality. Because now we are answering it through our spirit, and we are going to concentrate on our spirit. So we have to find the Tabib al-Qulub, the doctor of the heart, because this is the way of the heart. Now that is the time we start looking for your Shaykh. There are 41 major tariqats. And out of these 41 tariqats, maybe hundreds of branches from these 41 major tariqat. The highest tariqat is the tariqat that Holy Prophet ﷺ told Hazrati Abu Bakr to open. And that is the way of the Naqshbandiyah. And there may be different branches of the Naqshbandi order, but branches all come from a main trunk. And the trunk is definitely stronger than the branches. And the main trunk of this Naqshbandi way that leads to Hazrat Abu Bakr, that leads to the Holy Prophet ﷺ, is the Naqshbandi Haqqani way. So we are belonging to that, following Sultan al-Awliya. Now once man understands that he needs a guide who is representing that Prophet, then he's going to take bayat, initiation, to say, I promise and I accept you as my guide. And that Shaykh will now start to open up his secrets and reveal to him his reason of creation. We have been created to serve Allah. Yes, we have been created to know Allah and to serve Him and to worship. But to serve Him, there must be a way, there must be a station to serve it from. And everyone's way and everyone's station, it is completely different. So that station, where Allah is saying, I've created that station for you to serve me, only for you, special, your jewel, your secret, that is your murad. So when the murid is ready, then that trust will be given. It will be revealed. Then that time for you to fulfill what? Your destiny. The destiny that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created for you. So I think I answered everything. Slowly. So this is deepening your faith. This is definitely taqwa. Because now you are living your life, not pushing Allah aside. You're living your life now when you accept your shaykh and how much you are going to be together with your shaykh physically or spiritually. Then that's the time when you feel that your shaykh is always there with you. Your shaykh representing Prophet, representing Allah, then that is the time when you start to live and experience taqwa. Okay? Not an idea that Allah is always watching you. Then you understand and you start to practice ihsan. Isn't it? Ihsan. Ihsan is cleanliness also. To clean yourself, to make it beautiful. And when Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam, in that hadith of Jibreel, came in the shape of a man, wearing a turban, having a beard, carrying a cane, wearing a jubbah. Hazrat Jibreel appeared in the form of a man with that, with what the Ahli Sunnah, and especially the Naqshbandi order, that we are wearing. He did not come wearing that ugly white cloth on his head with a camel rope around his head, with a goatee. Shaitan wore that when he came in the appearances of a man to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. But Jibreel came in that form, in a beautiful form, and came to the Prophet ﷺ, who is in the presence of his Sahabi Kiram also, and began, we're talking about it, quizzing the Prophet ﷺ, questioning him. Explain to me, Ya Rasulullah ﷺ, what is Iman, what is Islam, and what is Ihsan? And there is a long hadith, the hadith of Jibreel. And Prophet ﷺ then started answering. That is a practice rehearsal for us. What is Iman? What is Islam? What is Iman? And what is Ihsan? Islam is what? Say. The 5 pillars of Islam. What is it? Shahadat. A prayer 5 times a day. Zakat. Hajj. And fasting. What is Iman? What is your belief? What are they? Your amantus. 6. Amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rasulihi yawmi akhiri. Qadi khairihi, sharihi. Believing Amantu billah, believing in Allah, believing in the prophets, believing in the malaikas, the angels, believing in the books, believing in... Then he asked him, what is ihsan? Prophet ﷺ is saying what? To worship Allah as if you are seeing Him. And if He's not seeing, if you are not seeing Him, He is seeing you. I swear to you, you can only get that feeling 100% when you have a shaykh. When you are so paranoid all the time, oh, shaykh is watching. Shaykh is liking this one, shaykh is not going to like this. You're going to start questioning your actions, your motives. I'm putting it over here. Shaykh is liking, no, shaykh is going to wash me up if we put this. Oh, murshid, a real shaykh, that his presence is going to be very strong. He's always going to, he's guiding you. Huh? He's going to be Hazir and Nazir, yes, the way the Prophet was, ﷺ, not in that way 100%, but he's following in Prophet's way. Prophet is going to give him some of those qualities. He's going to be giving you the good news and warning you. And what Prophet was, he is going to be having some of those qualities. And that's the time, yes, you're going to have taqwa. And you're going to start doing things correctly. Although we don't see him, he is seeing us. And that is a time when you are going to, your faith is going to get a little bit stronger, inshallah. That's important. What a rahmat Allah is giving us. If we don't have a shaykh, now, please, those ones saying, well, I don't need a shaykh. I don't need a prophet. I only have Allah. How many times are you remembering your Lord? Really? You're remembering your Lord? Really? So, if man is sincere, is the answer. He will have to answer that question sincerely and to know that Allah has sent a protocol to us and saying, if you want to come to me, if you want to obey me, if you want to love me, you must obey and submit and love that Prophet. For Allah to love you, otherwise Allah will not accept your love. So those who are looking for proof of sheikhs and prophets, this ayat should be enough. This is part of our faith, of the Aqidah, of the Ahl Sunnah Aqidah for 1400 years. Now in the last 100 years, 150 years, there's shaitan Wahhabis. They spread their poison everywhere. And now people inside of Ahl Sunnah, they're swallowing this poison and they're saying, no, we don't have to believe in tawassul. We don't have to believe in madad. We cannot believe in shafa'at. This is shirk. We're asking other than Allah. Allah is saying to us, ask help from them. Don't approach me directly. Ask help from them. And this shaitanic one saying, like shaitan, no, I'm not going to ask for help from them. I'm going to ask help from you directly. Disobeying Allah. So, Tariqat will teach us that step by step, how to have taqwa, inshallah rahman. We believe our sheikhs, they are awliya Allah. They are creatures, definitely. We're going to worship them or to say that they are created, they are Allah. Never. We may bend down to kiss their hands. Sahabe kiram bend down to kiss the Prophet's hand. We may bend down to kiss their feet. Sahabe kiram kiss the Prophet's feet. You know what? They love each other so much, they bend down and kiss each other's hands and feet. Yes, they did. So, they're saying, oh, making sajda. Of course, if you're making sajda with the intention of worship, that one is Allah, of course it is haram to you. That time, it's haram for you even to make sajda to the Kaaba. Isn't it? Don't we all make sajda? But do we ever say we make sajda to Kaaba? Outsiders, they see, yeah, they are making sajda to Kaaba, isn't it? It is open. They're making prostration to a stone. That's why so many enemies of Islam saying we're worshipping to a stone. And those idiots, they say, oh, you know what? We put something inside Kaaba, so they're actually worshipping our creator, to our Lord, our God. Some foolish Hindus, they're saying it to. Okay? And some other ones saying that, oh, there's an... Anyway. No, we're not making sajda to the Kaaba. Kaaba is a Qibla. It is direction to who? To Allah. Didn't the angels make sajda to Adam alayhi salam? In front of Allah. Only person who said that that is shirk is shaitan. More I can give you. You know Yusuf alayhi salam? All his brothers made sajda to him. His father and his mother made sajda to him. Say now that this is shirk. So, people, their minds are square, so we cannot think more than outside of the box. So, that time they're going to say everything is a shirk. So, they're sunk in bid'at and shirk, and they're saying everything is a shirk because that's all they can see. But tariqat is for intelligent people. Anyway, those ones who are still looking for proof of this or that, they don't understand that they have a spirit. They're only stuck with the physical. That's why they need physical evidence, because they only see the physical. Once you start concentrating on your spirit, then your spirit will understand, and you don't need physical. If you still think that I need proof, then that's the time maybe spirituality is not your way and you're going to get punished heavily if you're not letting your spirit to be loose to find a spiritual guide. 1,000 years outside of the grave in complete darkness. Find your way then that time, from that darkness of judgment day to judgment place. You need a guide from here to go to California. And you need transportation, and you need a map, and you need money, and you're thinking, I can go directly to Allah. I don't need a guide to go to Allah. I don't need a map. I don't need provision. I don't need help. Foolish. Stubborn. But may Allah open their way, inshallah. These words may be a little bit harsh, but believe me, I have no anger to you. And I'm not being impatient with you. I'm always praying. I'm praying. I'm not saying I'm praying for you, because the one that you ask for prayer, I'm in need of prayer myself. But this is just some little boost for a person sometimes to wake up, to come to his senses. Sometimes too much nice talking, people will not get it. Like they say in Turkish, sometimes one smack is better than 1,000 words of advice. So, alhamdulillah, I think that should be enough for you. If you have any other questions, you may ask. Assalamu alaikum.